Hello, me fixing everything. And because there is always something to be fixed, subscribe to the channel, it might help you fix everything. Today, and maybe not only today but in the next months, I will try to repair this old Italian tire changing machine. When I bought it, they told me nothing is working. Yesterday I put it in my garage and I confirmed nothing is working. So I'll need to repair part by part of the parts of it, or at least I'll try. If you're watching this video for explanation how to repair this specific machine or any machine, I will tell you that I really don't know, but I will try to work out my best around it. There is three main things that this machine should do. One is to dismount the tire from the rim. The second one, there is a pneumatic mechanism right there and there that needs to stop this head from moving around. There is a unit that squishes the tire and is holding it in place, moving inwards and outwards. And then there is the turntable. Now, what I'm gonna fix first, or I'll try, is the dismounting mechanism, and it's gonna be in order I told you what is on the machine, because this thing, these two on top, and the mechanism on the table are pneumatic. They all work on air, but the spinning on the turntable is electric and it's three-phase, and I don't have three-phase in the garage, so I'll sort it out later. Now I'm showing you the pretty part of the machine, but we're more interested in the ugly part of the machine. As you can see, from that hose here, there is plenty of pneumatic pipes, which I'll do a diagram now, and I'll try to figure them out. The machine is from 1985, so it's 36 years old, and there isn't any information on the internet about it. So I'll have to make my own data sheets and stuff. It shouldn't be that hard, because when it's made such a long time ago, the things are being a lot more simpler, so it shouldn't be hard. So what I'm gonna do now is make a diagram of all the pneumatic pipes and fittings that go around, and we'll start from there. I made a diagram and got myself into the piping. So what happens is this pipe goes to the compressor, then from this T-joint it comes to this joint right there. This pipe, one goes to the top of the machine, one goes to the pedal of the turning table, one goes to the pedal that moves this arm back and forth, and from this pedal, a pipe goes to the other one, to this pedal right there, and this one. And this one is supposed to move the plate for the cylinder. So what I'm gonna do now, I'll pull the pedal out of the machine now, and we'll see how it works and what does it need to operate the other side of the machine properly. I started to pull that pedal out and there was a little securing washer on the end of that shaft right there, end of this shaft, but there is another one. There was a tire pad on this side
and there is a, can you see the security washer right in the end of the shaft, right there. So need to pull this one on this side in order to manage to pull both of the pedals out. So what I'm doing it, I'm laying the whole machine on one side just to manage to get to that securing washer. It's a bit hard and I don't have a lot of battery, so I'll be videoing in parts. I'm not gonna video the whole dismantling. I removed both washers, securing washers, on both sides, but this shaft is rusted solid to the valve, so now I'll need to free up. The main point is remove the shaft so I can remove the valve. Can you see that little point right there? This one? Can you see how it's sticking on? That's the main problem. Everything needs to be cleaned so it can work properly. Let's free up that shaft. Day 2 of the repair. I couldn't move the shaft. It's completely solid. I heated it up right here. Nothing happened, so I undo 3 bolts from the top. That was sitting right there. This valve was sitting right there, and now it's moving freely. I opened it from these 2 screws, from these 2 bolts here, and there was a spring on the back and everything was mucky, so I cleaned it with some brake cleaner. I put some silicone based grease for seals, Molly called 111 if you wonder what it is. And now it's working perfectly fine, and the side plate managed to get this tire separated. While I was doing that, I noticed that there was a leak from this pedal. Let's see where we can, come on. There was a leak from this pedal right here, and the problem is with not this valve. So the incoming air is coming from here, and these valves directs the air from this pipe or this pipe and goes to the brackets of the turntable, so it's squishing them, so it's what is called putting them back in or back out, so you can tight the wheel to the table. So when this one is working, it's leaking air from the ventilation openings. So this air separator got some seals inside, but just for the, I opened it and I saw that I just can't find any seals for it. So what I'm gonna do now, I will take this, which is exactly the same, and it's not leaking when I plug the machine in. I will take this one, I'll plug the pipe, I'll put it on the other side, and I'll see if it still leaks. Because if it's leaking from the ventilation, it might be the seals inside. Let's say one of the seals is broken, it will go through the ventilation opening on the bottom. But it might be the opposite. The air, the high pressure air, is going to this side of the cylinder. It leaks through the seal, it goes on the other side, it goes through the other pipe, it comes here, and it leaks through this side. So because I'm not sure if that's the problem or this is the problem, I'll just swap them and I'll test them out to see what's going on. I'll charge the phone a little bit and I will fast forward the video. So let's see. This one has 2 valves on this pipe. This one got 1 valve, only 1 valve on this pipe, just so I can remember I can remember which one goes where. Okay. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Okay, as you saw, that's the air coming right here. Then it goes straight to that valve, and this valve, it should control the table. So now I'll turn the compressor on and we'll test. Now put your volume down because the compressor might kick in. I'll switch the air on. Where is all that air it's floating? Can you see? It shouldn't escape. So with that, I think we know that we have a problem with the cylinders, not with the splitter itself. Now, if I attach this splitter to where it belongs, which is right on the cylinder on the arm, let's just disconnect that pipe. You see that because the cylinder is in good shape and it's not leaking air, it's gonna behave completely differently. Now, the cylinder I'm talking about is right here, okay? I don't know if you're gonna see the arm moves, but I'll put it like that and I'll touch the air. Let's see. Can you see it's behaving completely differently? There is some slight leak, but I think it's I think it's from this pipe here, not from the thingy. And now you can see there is slight leak. So all of the cylinders need to be, there we go, just like this. Can you see how much less is the air leak? Even if I squish it, it's almost nothing. And with this one here, it's a lot. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we'll stop the air because the compressor is gonna kick in. We'll stop the compressor as well. Now what I need to do is dismantle these two cylinders at least a little bit and see in what condition the O-rings inside are, because I think the O-rings for these cylinders are a lot more easier to find than for these here. So I'll put everything, all the piping back together. I'll show you how it's made. Let's put everything back together. So this one is from here, this one, I don't know exactly, but I think something like that. And then here, and these two from over there. There we go, that's all the plumbing. Why one is like that? Okay, and one in the beginning, right here. So now, put everything back together in there, because we can't really do a lot with it. And now, let's focus on that top area. We'll try to dismantle only the back and the front, so don't need to lift the whole turning table. So let's speed up the video and see how I get on. Okay, so I pulled both cylinders out, and I was thinking to go to the shop and buy new seals. Can you see these seals? I think they're worn. But also something that I noticed is, can you see, this is rust, this is a surface rust on the top of the cylinder. The coating is bad, but that's not the problem, because this is going to be a problem for that seal here. Okay, so the leak is gonna go through here. The problem is that when the cylinder fluctuates in here, the air, let's say from this side, escapes through the seals and goes right on the other side. Now, these seals are not in good condition, but they're not in the worst condition either. And when I was looking, I actually saw the problem. So if we look here, I'll just grab a glove. Can you see the cracks? You can even see on the other side. Can you see? That's what the problem is. Can even see on the other side. That's the problem. The whole wheel is completely cracked. So I'll try to find a spare part. If I don't find a spare part, I don't think it's gonna be cheaper to buy a new cylinder, but I think I can order someone to make me one of these out of aluminum or metal or something. So with the sizes of this one. So what I'm gonna do now is remove both seals. We can even do it right now. And I will wash it. So now these seals are a bit special. They have a little groove on each side. Okay. Let's see. You see, you can see stuff around. Okay, let's see on this side as well. Can you see there is two grooves? One on this side and one on this side. So it's holding there both sides. Never mind. The main part is cleaning up that. So I'll just go and clean it up. While cleaning it up, I'll try to find a spare one on the internet. I cleaned that part. I rubbed all of the cracks. I went through them with a drill, and now I'll go and pour seal all around it. That's gonna be, I'll show you what I'm gonna use. I might even put it in the video.